House of Math. These are some pages, or gonna be some pages, out of the Gladsome Games and arithmetical, arithmetical activities. Um, Pretty simple, actually. We're just gonna count fours. Build stuff and count it. So this, I don't know, it's a firework. It's a, who knows? It could be a lot of different things. It's a flower. It's a flower growing out of the ground. And by the way, there's one four missing here. There should be. Can I do it? Yes. The fours will, from that picture, you take your fours, pile them up on top of this page right here. That'll have, again, these boxes will be lined out for you. And you have the ability to count by fours easily. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, right? 24, 28, 32, 36. Fours count for you. But the add-ins for 4 are right here. Okay, and then we can do even more counting fours, right? Because we're just counting fours. We're just playing. Um, and you can make your own designs too. You don't have to use mine. Then here, we have them all lined up. And first thing I want to point out is, let's see here. So now we're not just counting all these fours. Well, wait, did we finish counting fours? I don't think we finished counting fours. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. Fours count for you. 40, 44, 48. Oh, look, 48 is 3 sets of 16. Let's see here. 48, 52. 2 here, so you remember. 52, 56, 60, 64. Oh, we're playing with hexadecimal numbers, actually. Do computation and you can't count, you're going to have a hell of a time in algebra and calculus. Um, so again, if you if your child is a little precocious and maybe a little bit ahead, you can start early, but come back to this later. See, that's the thing. It's not just you're one and done. These are activities you can come back and do. Hey, let's count 16s. Can you count by 16s? Most of you have never heard 16 up to 20. So just to so you hear 112, not 102, 128, 144, 160. All right, so um, where are we at here? Wait. Start over again. 16, 32, 48, 64, 80. You see, you got to be able to calculate quickly in your head. 96, that one was easy. 112, 128. 4 times is the same, and then you got to rotate it, is the same thing as 4 6 times. You see, rotate 90 degrees there. All right, so there is your multiplication of 16. We're counting by fours. We're counting by eights. We're counting by fours again. And then there's so much math going on here for counting. And again, what's 64 and another 60? Have a fun time and they get a feeling for fours. They see what's going on with the add-ins. They can see that it's a square number. They can see a cube. They can see the cube flattened out into 2D because a lot of people they think that going to the cube is the next step. The cube is not the next step because now how are you going to show x to the fourth? How are you going to show x to the fifth? So right here, this whole thing, 64, that's 4 to the third power. Right? 4 times 4 times 4. And here's 4 times 4, 16 times 4. Let's see here. And I could probably go on more, and so could you. So play with the blocks and just think of lessons and things you can do depending on the concept that you want to teach. When you're first starting out, you just want to fool around and count fours, build fours, know that 4 is the same thing as 2 and 2 and 1 and 3, and maybe get crazy because 4 is also the same as 5 minus 1 and 6 minus 2, but we'll skip over that and just stay positive because you don't want to get negative, right? You don't want to scare the little kids with negative numbers, which is ridiculous. You'll see in other pages here, I bring in the concept of negative, um, even in this simple Gladsome Games book, because they need to understand negative and positive, from a very early age. Don't wait till they're older. Children are curious about the world when they're young. They want to know the answers to everything when they're young. They ask why. Why are 4 4s the same thing as 16? If you only show them symbols, that's a little more difficult. But right here, you can easily see it's visually obvious that 4 4s is the same thing as 2 8s, which is the same thing as a 10 and a 6. All right, there's going to be plenty more because I've got many more numbers to fool around with. I think you saw that we did a little bit fooling around with eights, and we got to do all the numbers up to. I think I'm probably going to go to 12. All right, Crouton Ramon's houseofmath.com for more. And soon you will see this in a PDF that you can get your little hands on, print for yourself. And like I said, what this is going to be when it's in PDF form, there'll be numbers here and there'll be the outlines underneath so that they can't fail. We're going to put the child in a situation where they cannot fail. So obviously they have to succeed by making sure that all they have to do is pick the blocks up and put them on. For more, you can get all my books over there for a super duper deal. I'll put a link below. And still ongoing sale as I don't finish my website and update the pages. $500 will solve a lot of your math problems. Might not solve all of them, but I will say it'll solve most of them. Just go through and look at the testimonials page. Right? This is not a thing you're going to get through in a weekend. I have hours and hours of training there, everything that you need to take your child